Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. And today we have the FIFA World Cup special. Finally, an awkward one between the season, but it is what it is. We are here. And welcome to the panel Kush, Vaisakh, Neeraj, Deepesh, Sahil. And we are back with football. We are done with cricket, probably forever. But we are back to football, back to football. So, yeah, just your we'll start with your favorite teams, favorite nation, football playing nations, if you have any. That is, I don't know. Back in our days, we used to think we have a favorite football club, so why not have a favorite footballing nation? But now, personally, I don't have a favorite footballing nation because it doesn't make sense. You watch them play once in 2 3 years, cannot be your favorite nation until unless it's India. Hopefully, one day in a World Cup. But yeah. Kush, any favorite footballing nation as such?
I've grown up, so I have played as a goalkeeper. So I've grown up watching Casillas
Ah,
and
Amos.
during their prime, Spanish primes of 2008, 2010, and 2012.
Yeah.
So during that time, my football knowledge also was, I was gaining interest in football, and I started watching them. And you watch a team, and then
Yeah.
they are only succeeding, and it's only Spain, Spain, Spain.
Glory hunter,
So it
basically,
it
you are.
start so it started with Spain being my favorite team, and then as you rightly mentioned that you cannot have a favorite team. Then a footballer came into our lives, Chelsea Football Club, Eden Hazard. Then Belgium became my favorite team.
Courtois,
Since
Lukaku.
2014, I've just Courtois, Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne.
Hmm.
So all these
How could you claim KDB?
claim है भाई वो तो ठीक है अभी जो
Shamelessly,
वो
shamelessly, he just put in KDB there.
किस्मत but the thing is, so then Belgium became my favorite team. So like that, and that is how you
Spain,
have a
Belgium in that
favorite team.
order.
But
Hmm.
yes, but going in this World Cup, I don't know. I want Brazil to win this time. I don't know.
For vibes.
Just that there is this for a good football
Thiago
final,
Silva.
Brazil versus Argentina. And
You
then
can tell
Thiago
us.
Silva.
You can tell us. Just end it with Thiago Silva.
and
This is a
and
safe group,
okay,
Kush.
and
This is a
then
safe group. You can tell us.
and then because it's Thiago Silva, so Brazil this time. Also, I want to
Okay.
watch Brazil Argentina. So yes,
Vaishak,
Right.
I'm glad Kush didn't claim Salah in Egypt as his favorite club. That
they didn't
मैं
qualify,
बोलने
otherwise we
वाला
could
था
have.
मैं बोलने वाला था
Yeah.
पर मैं बोला ज्यादा हो जाएगा.
no. So, I mean, of course, I started following Ronaldo and the
Yeah,
glory
of
days
course.
of United, right? So Portugal always has a soft corner for me, and definitely, I mean, he did win the Euro. Hopefully, World Cup, and this definitely seems like his and Messi's last World Cup. I mean, off the pitch,
Oh.
there's a lot of comments, interviews, whatever Ronaldo is creating. But at the end of the day, he's one of the best footballers that the world has seen. So irrespective. So that would be a dream final. That's what FIFA predict. The EA Sports predicts as like a dream final in terms of
Yeah,
versus
right.
Argentina. So that would be, if that happens, that would be like the best thing that could happen to this World Cup because it would be two goals
Correct.
signing off and one will walk away with a trophy. But still, that's Portugal is one of my favorite teams, and they have a good team as well. But also, since we watch so much Premier League, England does have a soft
100%.
corner,
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
nothing. The worst Southgate formation and the worst play ever. The lackluster team, but with good individuals. But you always support England every time,
Yep.
everyone.
I think
Nice.
it'll be a lot of soft corners for everyone, honestly, with regards to footballing nations. Neeraj,
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
favorite footballing nation?
Yeah, I mean, you got it right. Like, no particular country as such. I am a fan. Like, started with Germany, and then in
Ballack?
2018, as Kush said, Eden Hazard. Yeah, So, there is always a club influence when you support this international team because you see all these players play day in, day out. And yeah, so, and what Vaisakh said, like this time, so I'm all in for Messi. Like, I just want him to have the trophy because one of our
Yeah.
goats has a trophy. And yeah, I mean, when EA Sports predicted, I was so happy. Like, yeah,
He has a
I'm all
Copa
in for
America.
Messi. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Copa America is there, but I mean, the biggest stage, like a Euros, you can count as a big, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
Agreed.
I want like a tournament at least which happens in 4 years.
Right. Makes sense.
So that is
Nice,
what I want
nice.
for Messi. So yeah, I mean, so this is why this time, and yeah, and we do have support for England as well. But I don't think, I mean, as we hope they do good, but I mean they somehow fall short every time. So let's
Yeah.
hope. I'm also rooting for Gallagher. I don't know if he'll start or not, but yeah, he's got all my heart. I mean, whatever game time I've seen, he's my Chelsea player of the season until now. So,
Oh,
so yeah,
Wow.
hoping for a good one, and all in for Argentina.
okay.
I mean,
Sahil?
considering they're
Nice.
below Brighton,
So
it's a
two of
tough
them,
choice for a team.
two of them have
Right.
mentioned the EA Sports prediction. I don't think the EA Sports prediction has gone wrong in
Yeah,
the
it has
Yeah,
last
it
it has been
hasn't gone
Yes,
correct
wrong. It
for
two
like
hasn't gone.
last
World
three
Cup.
Yeah,
World Cups or something like that.
yeah,
But
That's correct.
from
Fingers
10
crossed.
2010 years.
Greatest ever football match
But I don't
can
think
Yeah.
be
it's a
witnessed.
prediction. It's like a simulation,
yeah,
right?
they simulated it
Simulation.
Yeah,
basically,
Yeah, it's
and
a
So the
realistic
then
prediction.
simulation
Yeah.
hasn't gone wrong for the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
2, 3 World Cups,
correct.
is what
Three World
I
Cups, if I'm
heard
not
or
wrong.
saw.
Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
fingers crossed.
Sahil, any
Fingers crossed.
favorite
Yeah,
footballing
correct.
nation?
Yeah. So yeah, as everyone has said till now, there is no particular favorite footballing nation. I have to change teams like 2008, 2010, then 2014, 18, 22, right? I have like 2018, I was very sure France should, get the World Cup because they are undoubtedly the best team on paper. And same with 2014, there was Germany who was, my favorites, and I was like, okay, yes. So unlike like EA Sports, I also had a favorite, and fortunately that has come true. So this time I have a feeling that maybe Brazil will win the World Cup. I am rooting for Brazil because I feel their squad is more composed. They have their match winners very set aligned in the past coming years that they have built their squad. You have the likes of Neymar, Vinicius Jr., like a lot of good players who can create
Superstars.
impact in
Allison.
exactly, like you have this
Thiago
player who
Silva.
just yeah, exactly, like Thiago Silva. So you have all these players who can create impact in like just few minutes. So I'm really rooting for Brazil. But as everyone said, it's again a dream to watch Argentina play Portugal. Like that'll be like a dream final for every footballing fan, I feel. And with Portugal lifting the trophy, not Argentina. Sorry,
Yeah.
Neeraj, but I generally want again that CR7 getting that thing. But this time, if you ask me, yes, I feel it's Brazil. It's Brazil time for this World
Nice.
Cup.
Sahil has maintained the Paul the Octopus record, so maybe
Yeah,
Brazil.
I hope so.
Let's see.
I hope it comes true. But yeah.
And then Deepesh, what do you think of Italy's chances this World Cup, your favorite team?
So
Let's go, boys.
Let's
so
go.
initially, like
Let's
when
go home.
Let's go.
The European champions.
Sitting at home.
so yeah,
Correct.
when I
Yeah.
initially started following football, that was back in 2004, 5, something like that. Um, I had like not a favorite team, but a team that I rooted for. That was Italy, and they went on to win the World Cup. Matlab, I think I supported them because they were winning the World Cup. I don't know. It could be either way, but yeah. Since then, I think that is the only national team that I've like followed.
Religiously
Not
followed.
like not
Yeah.
religiously, yeah, but yeah, like I like
Because they
the
weren't playing
defensive.
enough.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I like I'm into like I like defensive football and stuff. So yeah, Italy was one of my all-time favorites.
Right.
Why
And
is
then
this club jersey? Why do you wear this club jersey? Defensive footballer.
that's a different topic.
Defensive.
Then coming to Then
Yeah.
coming to 2010 World Cup, I obviously supported Barcelona in that World Cup.
Spain.
And they went on to win the World Cup.
Spain.
This this World Cup, I think it is Brazil.
To support Manchester United. So England is not.
Yeah.
I think Manchester United has more team players in Brazil.
3.
Yeah,
And England
that's
also they
Both
have 3.
Brazilian players. Fred, Casemiro, Anthony. 3.
Portugal also, I think 4 or 3.
Portugal also 3, and then England
Yeah.
also 3.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
So Brazil is your
Yeah,
favorite kind of Deepesh, this
No,
World Cup.
it's not like my favorite, but
You
I
feel
think
they'll win.
they will
Yeah.
win Brazil, or I think France has a like side में ऐसे कुछ है. Then I
Hmm.
think Portugal and Argentina are equally, like not equally good, but yeah, I think they have third or fourth wala chance.
Right?
Deepesh, but you'll miss UEFA's best midfielder, right? Jorginho.
Semi-finalist.
Your first best what?
Midfielder, Jorginho.
Best player.
Midfielder. Yeah.
Yeah, best midfielder and best player, Jorginho. World class player. man.
Jorginho.
Basically, दीपेश ने अपने को 4 सेमीफाइनलिस्ट बता दिए हैं,
Hmm.
जो होने वाले हैं।
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
honestly think Brazil would win the World Cup, although I want Argentina, but I think Brazil will win the World Cup.
अपने प्रिडिक्शन
That's it.
इतने अच्छे हुए हैं ना अब तक गाइस, जितने लोगों ने ब्राजील बोला है ना, मुझे
मैं कुछ अलग ही
सारा
बोलता
अच्छा
हूँ
फीलिंग।
Yeah, go for it, Saurabh. Go for
Me
it.
मैं
as
बोल
well.
रहा
I
हूँ
mean,
तुम कतार या इक्वेडोर का नाम ले ले तो मजा आ जाएगा।
I've been a Spain fan, but of course I don't rate them pretty highly, but tactically I like them still, but not enough for a knockout tournament, right? So Spain, I like England because of Arsenal presence there. Brazil again because of Arsenal presence there. Portugal because I've been a CR7 fan. But for me, Netherlands and Germany, they are 2 countries to watch out for this World Cup, because Netherlands they've
okay.
had a stable system which are effective in knockout tournaments. Unfortunately,
Right.
Euros, we couldn't see them much. They didn't qualify for
Yeah.
Euros, right? Or were
Yeah,
they?
I think so. They didn't.
Yeah.
If
Van
I'm
Gaal
not
has
They
a
played-
system.
I guess they played Euros last year. Last time World Cup they didn't.
Yeah, World Cup, they weren't there. It's Van Dijk's first
हाँ,
World
so
Cup.
because
Yeah.
because I remember Dumfries वहाँ से काफी उठ के
Yeah,
आया था
correct,
during the
correct,
Euros.
correct.
Dumfries.
Oh, right.
They were good in the Euros,
Kush is
and
Kush is
they were
the
good in
only
the-
one who really watched the Euros, and we all are noobs.
he wanted to know about Dumfries since Chelsea were linked.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
So yeah, for me, Netherlands, and they have a superb defensive system. I mean, one of the greatest set of CBs that they have. They have Delhi, Van Dijk, Blind. They have
On form,
they
though,
had-
I'm not sure.
they
On
had to
form, I'm
leave
not
out Sven Botsman. I mean, that's
sure.
the
Botsman.
that's
Yeah,
the level that
exactly.
they're working at. They have
Exactly.
Nathan Aka, so all of those. So
Yeah,
good defensive
yeah.
system, overall stable, and their finishers up front. So good with them. And Germany, because in my opinion, they have the best tactician in the World Cup in Hans. So I feel Germany, and
Oh,
they
yes.
have that DNA also of doing well in tournaments, and they
But
do not have Marco
German
Reus
team-
this year. So
German team is kind of lacking in terms of like the big star players that used to always have in their squad.
if
This
you
year
rate
it's,
Bayern, if you
Kai
rate
Havertz,
Bayern,
Kai Havertz, guys.
then you would rate Germany. Bayern also, without Leva,
No,
still,
and definitely. I'm just saying on the global stage, it doesn't have the Mbappes or the players you used to look out for generally. German squad always had that big name players who were always in top form.
Kai Havertz सुना है किसी ने? Kai
there's
Havertz.
Gnabry,
Champions League
there's
जीता है हम लोग को,
Musiala.
Abhi
Yeah.
suna hai.
No,
Abhi suna
I mean,
hai.
I would
You have
say
said this 10
Musiala,
times.
Musiala
You
injured
would
हुआ ना?
rate
Musiala
Vinicius
injured हुआ ना?
over Gnabry or someone of that sort. Or, the in terms of if you take a player name, there's a better player in that position with a different country. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
I think
for sure.
I
But a
think
solid
they
team.
have one of the nicest midfield. Sorry,
Yeah.
Vaisakh. I think
Solid
they
team.
have Ilkay Gundogan, Joshua Kimmich, and
Kimmich.
Musiala, like all three.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
three
The
playing
most
with each
technically
other.
secure midfield ever.
True.
Yes.
True.
And
That's true.
Ilkay,
yeah,
Musiala का सुबह I just read somewhere कि he is injured. I don't know how true.
he's not out of the
Even
squad.
Goretzka, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah. So before we go into what we'll do is we'll quickly go by each group. We'll just give our thoughts regarding each group, who might qualify from that group, and just our golden ball predictions. Before that, there are a few new rules this World Cup. Just like to, I mean, of course, there is a 5 sub rule, first time ever in World Cup history, because of which it's a 26-man squad and not a 23-man squad.
3 man squad, correct.
So that is another new. And then the goalkeeper penalty rule, which is for the first time effective in World Cup. We've seen that in UEFA Champions League, wherein they need to have at least 1 foot on the line when the shot is taken.
Correct.
So that as well, because knockout competition penalty. I remember Oliver Kahn coming all the way to save. All of that is not going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
So that the female referees for the first time in FIFA Men's World Cup history.
3 female referees, yeah.
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 And last but not the least, the offside technology. This Arsene Wenger, he wanted it to have this in this World Cup. So what that technology is,
Correct.
basically, it's like your goal line technology, wherein the linesmen will get to know in their earpiece if it's an offside or not, and they'll open. Rather than all this bullshit that's
nice.
happening, wherein they wait, they let the play go on. So this is
Correct.
like, if it's offline, the technology tells the linesman is offside, and then so it saves a lot of time and it leaves a lot of ambiguity out of the game. So that's fantastic. Let's see how that comes into play. So
no
Yeah,
VAR,
so
you are
basically,
saying. There is no VAR.
there is VAR, of course, there is VAR.
there is VAR. There is VAR.
But
There
this
is
is
VAR,
regarding
but
offside.
then the offside is a new technology altogether, which is going to be tested for the first time in FIFA World Cup
Yeah.
only.
So
It has been tested somewhere.
Get ready for
No, it has-
controversies, boys.
no,
it has been
so
tested.
the thing is,
Yeah.
so sorry. The thing is basically, Kush, the goal line technology ke upar they have developed this offside technology which saves time. So when you have this current VAR system or this offside system where on an average it takes about 70 seconds for it to predict that okay it's an offside. Of 70 seconds you see how the game changes and everything. Everyone has to wait and then they come to know carry offside. It has changed from 17 to around 14 to
20.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
20 seconds. Okay, I'm my bad. So yeah, so that's like a huge difference that is created, which will help I think in
And
the
I mean,
World Cup.
just thinking technology wise, it's like very ambiguous how they're going to implement it, because goal line is a solid line. You know, this is
Yeah.
a goal line. The goal is here. The
Yeah,
ball crosses.
yeah.
It's offside. It's not
Exactly.
offside. Or go. It's
Exactly.
goal. It's not goal. Here, the players move dynamically. You don't know which player to mark, the armpit, the badge of the T-shirt. How they're going to map it in 15-20 seconds is going to be a challenge. But I mean, I don't know where they've implemented it. So it'll be fun to check it out. What happens on it.
Yeah, yeah,
Hopefully all of this for the good, because we wouldn't want controversies in a World Cup.
yeah.
So now, yeah,
Exactly.
I mean,
starting.
I'm almost certain there are going to be some, but let's see.
Hopefully.
There is,
That's
without
No World Cup.
controversies, this World Cup gets over now. This is going to be
This
very
World Cup is
Some-
already has
Yeah,
a lot
already
of
controversial.
controversies.
Yeah.
It should
That's-
end.
There's
It should
no-
end also on a controversial note. मजा ही नहीं आएगा. There is no talking
Imagine a
point.
Such a
VAR decision
sadist.
on a
podcast.
penalty in the final and then
अरे
scoring a
what
goal.
podcast
I know.
we'll make? ये podcast दिखेगा देख. ये मेरे words के जे podcast दिखता है.
Nice.
Highlight.
So yeah, Group A, we have the home country. We have Qatar,
Yeah.
Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Probably one of the most ambiguous groups. I mean, wherein you don't have a superstar. Netherlands maybe, but yeah, other than that, Senegal, Ecuador, and Qatar host nation. Any thoughts
Hey,
about who could qualify out of this?
You're supposedly dark horse Netherlands are, so definitely Netherlands
Yeah.
are definitely topping the group. There
Netherlands.
is I think because of the conditions you cannot rule out Senegal and Ecuador. There could be a tough fight between these two, because both of them are from countries which are having this kind of
Tropical.
sort of this weather, the weather which
Correct.
can suit them.
Tropical, yeah.
Qatar is there just
Then
because of the
Qatar
host.
should
I'm not
definitely
rating them.
win the group, I think. Kush. With that
I think
position.
But the
Weren't Qatar
Netherlands
the,
is-
like the champions or some AFC champions? They qualified the top of the group, right? Qatar.
Yes.
Yeah. Netherlands, they were the champions of their qualifications. Correct.
No, Qatar. I think Qatar was
Qatar.
also
Talking
champions.
about Qatar.
Qatar was also champions.
Achha, oh, sorry,
Ah.
my bad. Sorry.
If I'm
And
not wrong.
also Senegal won the African Cup of Nations.
So
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
very
I was
tough
saying
group
And
to
Senegal
get out
has
of.
your Chelsea players as well, Kush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. इसके लिए सेनेगल पहले निकला मुंह से, पर फिर मैं सोचा कि शायद इक्वाडोर भी हरा.
It's a tough group, but I think from my perspective, I think Netherlands, Senegal take the top two.
Yeah,
spot.
same.
Yeah,
Mhm,
same,
correct.
same, same
Yeah,
for me.
they
Yeah.
told
Same,
us.
same.
So we can
Same,
move
same.
on then. Maybe we have a lot
I
of
think
groups. Yeah, Deepesh.
Also,
I
one
think
more thing. Yeah,
yes, yes, yes. Yes,
go
yes,
ahead, go
sorry.
ahead, Deepesh. Sorry.
Deepesh, continue.
No, I was coming on to the next group. You can say
Okay,
about the
Sahil.
Acha, no, I had this one thing. Sadio Mane, Senegal player, injured,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Not ruled out of the World Cup, but you know that
I,
can be
I,
a huge
I
game
think
changer,
honorary के लिए उसको
maybe.
रखा है कि चलो his presence is
Yeah,
important. I think he might
correct.
not play.
Exactly.
and
So
I
that is one highlight of this group.
No,
Which
they're
I feel,
saying he might join by the last group game. So the last group
Oh,
game he
okay.
might be available fit to play. So that's the
They'll have to say that.
current.
Yeah, yeah, that's
and
true.
I think coming to Group B, I think it's one of the biggest matches, political matches that would ever happen. That is Iran versus
Iran,
the
US.
Yeah, that's
That
correct.
entire group is very political. That entire group
Full
is
Yeah, yeah,
politics.
Correct. Yeah.
Full
England,
politics.
Iran, US,
Geopolitically, the
Wales.
group is so great.
Yeah,
There is
yeah, yeah.
England, there is Wales, there is US, there is Iran, there is US, there is England. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
There is England.
बहुत
Yeah, correct.
perfect geopolitical situation के
You
हिसाब से
know
जो group है.
what happened
बहुत.
yesterday or today? I'm not sure. Before the England team flew out, so the Prince Charles had come in, right, to give them a send off. And Prince Charles is
correct.
the Prince of Wales, but he gave a send out to the England team.
Oh, wow.
So they were like, he's
Wow.
the Prince of Wales. Why not give a similar send out to
Yeah.
बढ़िया.
Wales?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he's English.
I mean,
Therefore,
yeah, I
He
mean,
might
he's the
have
king of
given to
England.
Wales also ना.
what?
Wales को पैसा दिया रहेगा उड़ने
Wales
के लिए.
उसको tax
पैसा नहीं
भरना
रहेगा.
है, बाकी कुछ नहीं.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, good.
this is a very interesting group, except for Iran. For the three, anything can happen, and there is going to be one upset here for sure, because superstar,
sure, yeah,
three
yeah,
superstar teams here. Anyway,
See,
Vaisakh, your
for
guesses
me,
for top two?
So
Sorry, Kush.
top two, I would say England and Wales. I mean, personally, it's going to be a big mess over in US if US don't qualify. But I don't see them qualifying because Wales, considering how they've been doing pretty well in the League Nations and all that. They've been playing pretty decent. And also they have told their superstar not to play golf, so he might focus on his footballing skills. So,
Yeah.
so Gareth Bale, I mean,
He's been
that
playing
guy
in the
is
US
a-
though.
That guy is a
Yeah, dude.
born win. I mean,
Scoring the winning
the
goals.
equalizing goal, and then that guy goes wherever he wins something. So he's just the tournament. He has that knack of picking up those wins. But I think on form, England and Wales, US team has talent, but I still feel needs a lot more exposure to have a better game plan, just play out better football. They're still like a whack or take kind of football from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But so that's why England won, Wales 2, in my opinion. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game. The Wales US game is going to be a decider, I feel, in a great.
Yeah.
I think it is going to be England and the USA. I have a strong feeling about it because
I agree.
I've been
I
following.
agree with Deepesh.
I think I've been following the US national team for a long time. Like I've seen a lot of games.
Mhm.
So that is why I think. I don't know. I think Vaisakh knows better how
And they've
the
done well
feeling is
also
around
in
it.
their
Yes.
goals,
Group.
Kings Cup and all of that. They've
Yeah.
done well
Uh,
as a group.
hmm.
Having said that, US got bashed by Argentina today.
Yeah, the friendlies, right?
No,
The
There was
not,
a
friendlies.
it was
friend.
not the
There was
US.
a
It was UAE and Argentina.
Pretty
UAE था?
sure US
Yes.
wouldn't be playing a match right before.
Yeah,
Argentina. Oh, sorry, it was UAE. I'm so sorry.
it was
Sahil?
Saudi Arabia
US got
and US.
US had a bad game recently also.
Yeah, but none
US
of their
versus
starters were
Saudi
there.
Arabia.
None of their
Yes,
starters were
yes.
there. So, I mean, these games are anyway not indication
Friendlies,
because
yeah.
all the superstars are just joining these teams. Yep. Sahil, top two.
Yeah, I think England is for sure, I feel. But so I'm pretty confused between US and Wales, but also Iran as well. Yeah, because I think Iran they have this what do you call climatic help, right? It's a
Advantage,
Gulf
right.
country, advantage, right? So that is one thing that can play to their benefit. And also, if you look at the rankings, like I'm not sure how relevant they are, but I think US and Iran, or I think Wales and Iran are 19th and 20th, right?
Yes,
So,
Wales
so
and
if you
Iran.
look at it, yeah, right. So if you look at it in an overall perspective, Wales and Iran are somewhat of the same caliber, you can say, at an overall level. So I think it for me, if I want to choose right now, it'll be England and US for now. But I'm kind of pinching on that Iran dark horse play as well, because I
Yes.
think that can create a difference. So yeah.
Let's go
So
Iran. Let's
it's
fuck US.
yeah,
Let's fuck US.
let's do,
Let's
man.
do it.
It's like England and exactly. And if Iran qualifies, it'll be such a
Massive
like,
thing.
yeah, that'll be
Like
like
they've
massive.
in the recent times they've always been there in the World Cup, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And with all these geopolitical issues going around, you see Iran getting qualified for round of 16, flashing
Yeah.
US out of the
There'll
World
be
Cup.
huge
That'll be
ego
like
hurt
another.
for you.
Yeah, exactly. But
Neeraj,
yeah, that's what it is.
Didn't Iran defeat India for to qualify for the? I mean, were Iran the same group as India, or who was in the same group as India?
I
No,
remember
I
there
think
was
Qatar was there, no?
Qatar. Yeah,
Qatar?
Qatar
I
was
think
there.
Qatar, yeah,
Qatar
Qatar
was
was
there.
there, right?
There
Qatar
was
was there.
Bangladesh. I don't think it was Iran
Qatar,
because we would have been
Qatar,
bashed by
Bangladesh,
Iran.
Yeah.
We were there was Syria and all those teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Iran, South
exactly. I remember
Korea.
Syria.
Syria,
Oh,
Qatar,
okay.
Bangladesh.
So I have the group here. So Iran finished above South Korea.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
they would have bashed India. Iran. Neeraj, top two from this group.
Yeah, at least I'll back England to at least qualify from this group. So yeah, England. And I mean, somehow this Group B feels like Group Two of World Cup wala scene hoga, like T20. Like India
Yeah.
will win, and somehow like Iran will turn out to be Zimbabwe and beat some of the teams. Like if they win against United States, they'll be good. Uh, Very difficult to call out, but still, I'll go with Wales,
Okay.
second team.
I feel England, yeah, and between Wales and United States, that in that fixture, I feel Wales will come out on top, but I think they'll lose the other two. So that's 3 points. So United States, England, I think draw, and I think England and United States on GD between United States and Wales. I feel, but this Ramsey Bale thing for Wales, no, it works every tournament for them. Either one assists, one scores. Never know. I don't mind actually, but just that United States has Mac Turner, one American player, one Arsenal player. So might have
Christian
a
Pulisic,
yeah,
Christian Pulisic.
he's crazy,
Ioane
crazy
Ana.
informed player. Can't wait.
Wales eliminated
What
Belgium,
goal.
right? In the last World Cup. It was Wales only, right?
Wales, no, Belgium reached the semifinals from what I remember. The
Okay.
Belgium
Yeah,
reached
they
the
were in
semifinals.
semis. They were in semis. Yeah.
Yeah. This you're talking about. This is the Euros that you're talking about.
Euros, yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2016 Euros.
Matt Turner doesn't start for US, right?
He starts.
Johnson.
He's the number one.
Oh, he's the number one? Oh, I thought,
Yeah.
okay, Sean Johnson starts. Okay, my bad.
Group C, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, dark horses in my opinion. Mexico and Poland. Mr. Leva. Again, interesting group. I think Group A में पूरा BT हो गया, बाकी सब लोग ने वो BT ले लिया है. Group C. Any first thoughts, Deepesh?
So you never know with Argentina, but I think they should.
People are talking
I
about them
think they
winning the
should
World
top
Cup,
this.
man. Come on.
The undefeated, right, Argentina at the moment?
Started
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
finalist.
Yeah, they're undefeated. Correct.
But you never know with this team. I think they have a
Yeah,
solid
true.
team this World Cup. I think one of the well-balanced team in this World Cup. So I think they
Finally
should.
they have a decent keeper, since
Yes, and a good defense, like a
Yeah.
really nice centre-back pairing, and the midfield is good, and the strikers are combining really well. So yeah,
look
I
at that
think
front
they
four,
have.
man. I mean,
Yes,
it's Di Maria, Dybala, Messi, and Julian Alvarez in front of him.
or probably what was his name? Intervala,
Lautaro.
Lautaro
Martinez.
Martinez.
Yes. So
But
I think they have a
Julian should start,
pretty.
but never know.
but I think they have a pretty well balanced lineup. I think they should finish at the top.
Yep.
And this is a very interesting thing. Like Mexico is always good when it comes to World Cup, right?
World.
So you never know. I have a doubt. Like I can't predict the second one.
Ochoa
But we
becomes
obviously,
peak Casillas, peak Buffon, peak Neuer every
yeah.
World Cup.
And they have
That's a meme
oh,
floating around right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they also have Poland. They have the Lewandowski factor. Like Poland
Ah,
plays bad, but he always scores for them. So I don't know. I don't. And they also have Milik in their squad. So I think he will start as well. He should, I think. So I don't know. I can just predict the first. I cannot predict who will finish second. So yeah,
okay. Anyone else who
Argentina
wants
and
to
Mexico, Poland.
have a
Yeah.
go at this group?
Yeah,
Sahil?
I think.
Pretty-
I think for me, Argentina definitely will top the group. I think they'll win all the three games. Hopefully, they will. I think they should. And second, I have a strong feeling about Mexico. I think they also kind of have a balanced team. They have, and again, that is something in their DNA where they really play for some reason a very good World Cup.
Yes,
So
always.
yeah, always. And I've been, watching them, and it just feels that, it comes naturally to them for somehow. So I was just looking at some stats, and, the latest match Mexico had was, I think, yesterday, where they won Iran ke against 4-0, right? So we were just discussing Iraq ke against, sorry, not Iran. But yeah, so I think they have kind of a balanced team. So I think they should finish second, is what I.
And they also finished second in the qualifiers, right? The North American qualifiers, maybe on the second finish. Yeah, that too above the US.
So
Right, right.
personally, I think Argentina again will top this group on merit. Second place, I just have a very gut feeling that for some reason Saudi Arabia is gonna creep to
Same,
second,
same,
and they're
same.
going to. It's going to be like a home team advantage. The entire stadium is going to be, the Saudi Arabian fans getting packed in. Just traveling in and just having the whole tournament on, like, literally on fire, because it's very tough that these countries do. I mean, first World Cup in this Middle East, right? So and the fans are going to be passionate as. And so I have a very good feeling that and it's not like they're bad with their football. Their game plan is very sorted. They can. I feel they can take on Poland and Mexico to come second in that group. I feel.
Yeah. Same for me. Argentina first, Saudi Arabia. I'll go with Saudi Arabia second. Neeraj?
Yeah, I'll go with Argentina and Mexico.
Okay. Kush?
World Cup DNA. Yeah.
Argentina, Mexico.
Okay.
Wait, Argentina, Mexico.
Great stuff. And then we come to the group of the defending champions. It's France,
France,
Australia,
French.
Denmark, and Tunisia.
Tunisia.
I think here I'm guessing most of us would know the top two. I'd start
Yeah.
myself. I think Denmark will top, second France. And
Oh,
Deepesh, any
Big
thoughts?
claim. Big claim.
Yeah,
oh, but
So
one
I-
question again.
Sahil.
Sorry. No, why do you think Denmark will top? Like,
I
do you
think
think Denmark versus France?
Denmark in itself, it's a huge team. It's a very successful team. Since
Yeah.
the Euros, they've been only growing. And I
Yeah.
think between Denmark
Yeah.
and France, for some reason, France, they've been facing a lot of internal issues, lack of synergy. That midfield is very sus. So I feel in that match, France versus Denmark, Denmark might come out on top. And the other games, similar results for both. So that's why.
I was talking to someone about this group, okay, recently, like in 2 or 3 days back, and we discussed a point that in the UEFA Nations League, Denmark actually finished above France,
Yeah.
right? So I think Denmark and France. I think that's my prediction.
Same goes with me. I think. Sorry. I think it'll be France and Denmark. For me, but I have this very strong feeling. I think. This. I think this one question. I think we should float around as well. Maybe if we have time. That who do you think will be the dark horse that can win the World Cup? Right. The dark horse which no one predicts. And if you ask me right now, I genuinely think it will be Denmark, because as Saurabh said, their way of football that has improved. Their performance in Euros, in Nations League, it was really magical. and I don't know what their team bonding is, but they have this huge team play that automatically just clicks when they start playing, which you never might have heard of, and you will be like, oh shit, like, oh, this team has been playing for like what, 10-15 years, or like,
Like Rams
is
guard in
that
the
the kind of
US.
thing? Yeah, exactly. So that is one thing which I feel that, if there's a dark horse in this World Cup, it is Denmark. Like how we had Croatia, right? Last World Cup, right? I think this season, this World Cup, it has to be Denmark. So yeah, that is my two predictions.
Yeah. And Denmark also, I think it's kind of this generation's kind of towards its end. I mean, the Schmeichel, Skyer, Højbjerg. So it's also like they want to play probably for Schmeichel. Some factors like those
Yeah,
might help.
So
Eriksen.
I think the
Eriksen,
Nations
yeah.
League that Deepesh is talking about, Denmark beat France 2-0 in that game, and France did have a very, very strong team. I mean, the whole squad was their superstar, well, except for Benzema, maybe the Ballon d'Or winner. But I just think France just has the kind of superstars that can win magic moments,
Match winners.
and
Exactly.
Mbappe doesn't need that much to score a goal at the end of the day.
Mbappe doesn't need anything. He can
Mbappe
just
is
score
playing in
from
his home
anywhere.
nation as well.
Mbappe can do that. I mean, also
Yeah.
come on. They are the Ballon d'Or winner, the current Ballon d'Or
The
winner.
Ballon d'Or winner,
He
exactly.
is
You have Benzema.
he is on form. I mean, no matter what you say, that guy does score goals.
Right.
So
Shout out to Benzema.
shout out.
The fish is
So
getting defensive, but okay.
I mean, the squad just basically can score goal from anywhere, basically from the defense to
Uh,
the Varane. I mean, hopefully Varane gets fit and he's up playing.
Slowly.
Midfield is there. That's the thing. So I think it's just I have a gut feeling that France might also want to venge that defeat in the last the
Euros.
Nation League game.
Yeah.
Nations League, yeah.
Yeah.
They
They
want
were
to just
defeated twice.
so I think they just will go all out and clinch the group. I feel France don't get enough credit because of all mentioned issues, internal issues, squad issues, and everything. But in a tournament like a knockout tournament, I think they can all rally, and they still are the defending champions. So I
Yeah.
won't
And
push. I won't put.
coming back to that, I think they have one of the best attacks in the World Cup.
Yeah. I think they can
Benzema,
score the goal from
Mbappe.
anything. From nothing, they can
Nkunku is
score.
gone
Yes,
though.
from
Nkunku
nothing.
is out of the World Cup.
Yes, that's a
Nkunku is out.
disappointment. Yes. But I think they have Dembele, Mbappe, and Benzema. Like I think they are one of the finest, attackers in
I
in
mean,
this
it's
World Cup.
just the midfield kind of needs bit of surety. There's nothing that playmaking that the Chumani Kamavinga are still very young. That's the only thing that they lack. But they can
I
even.
think those two can step up at the big stage. They
Yeah,
have
definitely.
They have that
I mean,
DNA.
they have that defense is so bad. Hernandez, Varane, Saliba in his current form. I mean, Upamenko, everyone is so decked up. It's difficult to score past them, and they can score easy.
They have a
whenever
Spurs DNA at the back, so that's the issue.
Yeah.
I think they have
in the first half of this discussion of this group, we were talking how good Denmark is, and we are talking about how good France is in the same group. Like we had the
Yeah.
longest
Yeah,
discussion.
I think it's but the top two should be France, Denmark in however order they come across. So
France, I think it's a known fact, right, about them. You don't expect them to be competed with by Denmark. So it's a huge credit to Denmark that they've reached that level wherein we're discussing both of them at the same level.
Exactly.
Kush, what do you think about this group?
No, it's going to be France and Denmark. Now,
Let's at least take
whatever
the
what-
names of other countries, which are Australia and Tunisia.
I mean,
No, but
Australia
then there
is a legend, right?
that-
Mark
that is-
Ruka and the whole older.
that is their bad luck that they have been drawn in such a group where they
Australia
have
is
two such
Asia
great
represent.
footballing European nation.
But I mean,
Australia,
Australia got
Asia
trashed
represent.
in the qualifiers. Saudi Arabia, Iran are just way
Ah.
better for Asia qualifying. So
Oh, which Pokemon is this, by the way? Tunisia. I haven't heard of it. sorry for that, guys.
I mean, you did have a player that Hannibal Majevri, so we always still have a soft corner.
Yeah, we always knew this.
Isn't he
By
eligible for England?
if if
Yes,
any
but he has
Tunisian
pledged for
fan,
Tunisia. He has pledged his.
if any Tunisian fan comes across this, I don't know this guy, and I
Yeah.
love Tunisia.
Yeah.
Great place. But
Love that.
anyways, so it's France and Denmark. France will always, I guess, France will step up this World Cup because all these news around them, with all the problems and all, I think, but they will get their act together, and they are the defending champions, and they will have that ego going
Oh,
into this.
defending champions, like right.
So
2006
that
से लेके every defending champion has been knocked
Group
out from the group, right?
group stage. Yeah.
oh, okay. So that this year, so again, as I
That
told,
is one start. Yeah.
whatever we predict goes down the drain. Anyway, so but I don't think that this might end this year, and France will definitely go through, and they'll not get knocked out.
Definitely.
But so with this group, if France can't go through, then of course they don't deserve to win the World Cup. Also
Deserve तो
because-
छोड़ दो फिर तो खत्म ही है.
तो डिफेंड करने का हक नहीं, डिफेंड करने
हाँ.
का हक भी नहीं बनता.
Yeah.
That's it.
Neeraj.
So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so again, quite difficult actually.
Any
But yeah,
shouts for
again,
Tunisia?
France first. Sorry. No shout outs. And then, yeah, I'm not a United fan. So
Better response than Deepesh. Diplomatic.
yeah. Yeah. France and Denmark. And I mean, just a shout out because it's France. So, I mean, they have the best sub player in Giroud. So, I mean, we talk about
He's nearing
Benzema and all those
World Cup
Henry's
legend.
record.
Euro legend.
yeah, whenever you need a goal, header chahiye, aaja bhai. Bench se, he'll just produce some magic. He'll do that and he'll score goals. So they have out and out match winners. Not on the field, then they are on the bench. So yeah, they have that X factor.
I'm
So if
guessing
you-
this
you
would
would be
be
disappointed.
Giroud's last tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to be. Has to
definitely.
be, and also Benzema.
Never know. He might play the Euros next Euro.
Oh, it's Euros we are right.
एम्बापे, जीरू
Such a hater,
और
this
वो
guy.
एनको को भी था ये लोग के पास.
No, I
भाई
love Benzema.
कितने सारे स्ट्राइकर्स भाई, क्या था
Striker
ये
नहीं
टीम.
है. हाँ, but हाँ, yeah,
मतलब
attacker.
अटैकर,
Goal scorer, yeah.
Hmm.
अटैकर्स, क्या है ये भाई, क्या चाहिए भाई, वो कोई भी
Think we have some issues from Kush's end regarding network. But no worries.
God,
We got-
Gowes is कौन सा लैपटॉप पे यूज कर रहा है, कौन से फोन पे है वो.
No, but we were
Okay,
understood
let's
his
go to
feelings, wherein
Yeah.
he mentioned, yeah, I mean, France has a wealth of talent up front, and yeah, hopefully they can come through at
Oh,
least.
France and okay, Saurabh already played.
France and Denmark.
Yep. Next group: Hispania,
Turkey.
Costa Rica,
Yes.
Germany, Japan. Again, it's a very powerful group. I'm not sure. I do not know much of Costa Rica, but yeah, Spain, Germany, Japan. Neeraj, first thoughts?
Costa Rica, everyone has to know about that. इतना सारा drugs है वहाँ पे. How do you not know about it?
ये पॉडकास्ट
they-
में कुश शाह नाम का बंदा आया ही नहीं गाइस. ये कुछ भी चल रहा है इधर.
Yes, Neeraj, any
Yes,
I mean,
thoughts?
Costa Rica has played quite a lot of World Cups. Like I've seen
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, so somehow they make it to this stage. So credit to them. Yeah, and yeah. So we all know, like, we'll support for the two European teams. I mean, they would be disappointed if they don't go through.
I want
So yeah,
Japan, man.
Germany.
I want Japan. I don't know. It would be lovely to have them.
Okay, but I mean,
Obviously,
just for the
Saurabh.
tournament betterment,
Yeah.
I'd say Germany and Spain. Yeah.
Yep. Fair. Deepesh?
I think yes. I think Germany have one of the nicest teams overall. Obviously, they don't have a superstar, but I think they have one of the most balanced teams. So I think Germany, and
You said
Spain
Bayern
have-
Munich, right?
and I think
They
Spain
have
have
that
good.
DNA of topping groups. So they will top the group. Then we don't know. Then they
Yes,
might
and I
bash
think-
Barcelona on the way.
Oh, Spain in the group itself, right?
8-2.
Spain भी है group
Oh,
में.
हाँ.
Alright.
Correct. क्या
I
फटती
think-
ना ये
I think-
players की. They might have PTSD.
हाँ
look at
यार.
it. These Mullers, Kimmich, Neuer. बख्श दे दो.
Bugs this.
I think
8-2.
I think Spain have very balanced defense
Yep.
and midfield, but I think they lack so much in attack. Like they
Yeah.
don't have an out and
Firepower.
out
They don't have ball
goalkeeper, right?
striking. Yeah.
They
There is
have
no Gerard
Morata.
Romero also. Moreno also this time, Deepesh.
Moreno, yeah.
Yeah.
वो भी नहीं है. Plus, I don't think they have an out and goal
They have
scorer,
about
right?
200 million worth player, Morata. I mean, his career worth.
Morata है, Ferran Torres है, Nico
Yeah.
फर्नांडो
Williams है,
टोरेस है
youngster.
क्या अभी भी?
नहीं.
He's a coach.
They
actually.
will
He's
become wrestler.
Did you hear of that thing?
Yeah.
Luis Enrique. He will be streaming on Twitch during the World Cup.
Yeah, the entire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great stuff.
So I think obviously Spain would be second, but yeah, I think it's dicey for them.
Okay. Kush, your
And
favorite
Kush,
Spain.
See, for the betterment for commentators, I guess it should be Germany and Spain. वो Japanese नाम लेते लेते commentator थक जाएंगे guys.
काट दो ये.
So
नहीं,
it
ये
is
रखो बे, कुछ कभी जोक्स मारते हैं, ये जोक रहना चाहिए.
so this is
Justice
and but
for Kush.
I don't know. Spain versus Germany जो भी जीतेगा और naturally top करेगा group. But I am not selecting a winner here. Like a lot of you predicted Germany would win, but Spain again, that winning mentality, the World Cup thing they have in them, and Germany. नहीं. The youngsters are good.
Yes,
The youngsters are
youngsters
too
are
good.
मैं 6-7 साल से यंगस्टर ही बोल रहे हैं हम स्पेन के लिए. वो यंगस्टर ही.
नहीं वो सर्जियो बुस्केट्स की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं हम लोग अभी.
बस यार.
But Sergio Busquets will play and he would.
Of course he's playing.
Man, Sergio Busquets, Rodri, what does he want? He wants to just sit, no movement. There is no Thiago Alcantara also.
Yeah, I think Busquets definitely has some, he's blackmailing coaches for years with their news or whatever.
भाई वो सेम ही दिखता है. मैं ना कब से देख रहा हूँ वो सेम. वो कुछ
बचपन
बदला
से.
नहीं. कुछ नहीं बदला है यार. कुछ नहीं. बस
Fantastic
Very many
player,
changes
just that
नहीं है, right?
recently he's been off. But
Yeah.
वो तो with age he's always going to lose his chance.
Vaisakh side.
Germany, Spain in the group. I mean, Japan, if you look at current form, they got trashed by Tunisia even 3-0. So they are not on the best form in terms of how they play. So Germany, Spain, definitely. Spain, not strange, but few missing folks over there that we think that could have made to the squad, probably there's some game plan that he knows and we football noobs don't, definitely. So he has been coaching that team. But yeah, let's see. Again, I feel Spain is going to be a boring football, mindset from what the team that he has took on looks like. But let's see. And Germany,
They've been on form though during the Nations League and all of that. So let's see.
Yeah, but this guy, right? Thiago Alcantara is a big miss, I feel.
Luis Enrique has never fancied him since he left him while he was at Barca.
The best, one of the best ball-playing midfielder in the whole of the footballing world, if you talk about. And he can't find a squad, find some place in Spanish squad is kind of,
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
No Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, but let's see. Spain has been doing well in terms of they have been winning games more or less. They haven't lost much in the recent form.
Yeah.
So, but again, all of their wins are 1-0, 75th minute, 80th minute goals which just come in. World Cup, I'm not sure how that's gonna take them further because, on their day, anyone can get a penalty in like a 30th minute and then can put a low block, and then just sit on it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. Let's see. But yeah, Germany and Spain on merit.
Deepesh, I think they'll be playing two left-footed centre backs, right? Pau Torres and Laporte will start, I'm guessing.
Laporte.
Eric Garcia shouldn't, but never know.
Yeah, but you never know with
Luis.
He might start the worst of players. And
They
also
also have very old, like really old wing backs now. Wing backs or so like
Carvajal.
Alba, Carvajal, they are pretty getting to the end
Experienced.
of.
is the
Yeah,
word.
imagine like Mbappe, he has a free run running on them. Like if he starts
Yeah.
running, I mean, he has a free run on everyone basically, but
Yeah.
then he will like have a stroll, jog basically, and still get past. So it's going to be interesting.
Sahil?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Germany definitely will top because, as you said at the start as well, and their football is really compact and proper team football is what they play. Second, I genuinely want Japan. I don't know why,
Hmm.
but I feel Japanese team. I don't know this World Cup. There is some buzz about it where Japan has been planning this World Cup and they have this entire theory that 2022 will be their thing or whatever. I don't know, but maybe I have this
Project.
feeling that maybe Japan, yeah, maybe Japan should at least qualify this group over Spain. Uh, Spain, I fancy them on paper, obviously, but I don't know. I don't see that that Spain, that 2010 Spain and that 2012 Euro, that Spain was just on another level. So I genuinely don't fancy them right now. So for me, this group, Germany and Japan.
Yeah. And Japan
I
has a
think
lot of top players, right? I mean, you have
Yeah.
you have Minamino, you have Mitoma,
You
you
have
have Kubo,
Tomiyasu,
Tomiyasu,
yeah, you have
Yoshida.
Tomiyasu, you
Yoshida,
have Yoshida.
Kamada.
Exactly,
Yeah,
But I
top
think
players.
so
exactly.
for Spain, I think both Llorente and Pedri are going to be very key players, I feel, because how they kind of
Yeah.
are game dictators and they are probably players on top form. If they play pretty well, I think they can get out of the group.
Yep.
Like they are probably creators and goal scorers on their own, I think.
Marcus Llorente is going to be their Gallagher, one who's going to come off the bench and give
Play
them
everywhere, yeah.
play out
Just I mean,
matches.
he might even start off as well. You never know in what formation they play, but yeah, that's quite possible, I think.
What is your prediction for this group, Saurabh?
I think Germany, Spain, but yeah, I wouldn't mind Japan. And I think Germany will top Spain second. Yep.
Cool.
Group
Group
F,
F, yeah.
Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. Again, man, such a super strong, I mean,
This
powerful
this
team.
this is a good group. This is
Yeah, I
a
mean, you
group
can
where
name one superstar from each, like Belgium, to take a बहुत सारे KDB, Canada, Alfonso Davies, Morocco, this right back, what's his name? PSG right back.
Hakim Ziyech.
Hakimi.
Ziyech is, I think, disqualified from Morocco forever. No?
No,
Who?
he is.
No, Ziyech is not going to the World Cup.
He is disqualified. I think Morocco
He's
team
not
के
going
साथ
to the
कुछ
World
हो
Cup.
गया है, and he's been
He has
ousted
a
from the
discipline
team.
issue.
Yeah.
He is not going to the World
And
Cup.
Croatia
For sure.
is, of course, the defending runners-up. So
But
yeah,
isn't Ziyech in the squad, by the way?
no,
Yeah,
Ziyech is out.
yeah. He had issues, but now it's sorted out.
He's in
He's
the
going.
squad. Ziyech is in the squad, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't. Is he in the squad? I don't think he's in the squad.
Yeah, he's going. He's going to Qatar. Even I
Oh.
was shocked. But yeah, he's going.
Oh, so although all that drama about him not being
That happened 6
AFCON
months
में,
back. हाँ.
yeah, AFCOन में बहुत
Mhm.
scenes हुआ था ना.
अच्छा,
Yes.
अच्छा.
मुझे तो
काफी
लगा
अच्छा
मस्त
group है
इधर.
when you
Yeah, he's the
काफी अच्छा
squad.
group है when you
He's in the 26-man squad.
अच्छा.
So then this group becomes again. See,
Yeah, as if
of course,
he's your Messi. अचानक से
No,
retire हुआ था.
but he's not the Messi. But then of course at World Cup at World Cup you never know.
He is
As you said,
quality.
Yeah.
Wales are playing with Ramsey and Bale. These two, like that mentality, the winning mentality can help players, push you. It's a matter of 3 games when it comes
Yeah.
to the group stages. And then again, if you want to qualify, you play the 2 games right, and you just so
Correct.
that
He's got
mentality
quality,
maybe
yeah.
that yeah.
I think ये
So-
काफी अच्छा group है.
But then ये
Yeah.
ग्रुप देखने में भी ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोई एक ऐसा आउट एंड आउट मतलब बेल्जियम शुड टॉप
I think
and
Belgium, Croatia out and out favorites तो definitely है.
Favorites
बाकी तो
तो
डाल
Yes,
रख
yes,
सक-
correct.
हाँ आउट एंड आउट फेवरेट
I
क्रोएशिया
think
और बेल्जियम है.
Vaisakh knows कि अपने qualification में Canada topped the group. They were above Mexico and the USA.
Canada was really good. I mean, but it's also about like against Belgium and Croatia, it's much difficult. It's not the same level of opponents you're facing, I feel.
And it's the World Cup.
Yeah. I mean,
Croatia have performed.
like how in Man City, De Bruyne can put a ball and Haaland will tap that ball in. For Belgium, Lukaku does the same thing, no matter what he does in the in club games. But for the Belgium team, he's a potent goal scorer. I mean, and Belgium has an all-round team as well to a great extent. So Belgium definitely top. Croatia, come on, the last tournaments that they have been having is just mind-boggling, and how they even
Squad is fantastic still.
and they just play the football the way you like. The fans want to watch that football. They play that game. Everyone wants to support them. Everyone is nice. There's nothing you hear from the dressing room. Nicest man, Modric on the pitch. I mean, if he lifts the World Cup, no one in the world will have a problem. If
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Messi lifts, someone will have a problem. But if Modric lifts it, I don't think anyone in the world will have a
True.
problem.
But more
So
people
true.
will be happy with Ronaldo or Messi winning.
I think, but Modric, I think everyone will just actually. Last time when Paris played against Croatia, I think people were bent
Paris.
on supporting Croatia. Paris, sorry, France. Basically, Paris.
France plus Qatar.
Some clubs are always there.
He just
in our
combined
head.
France and Qatar. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, Belgium, Croatia for me as well. But yeah, let's see what Canada, Morocco can do to spoil the party. Deepesh?
Yeah, I think Belgium should top, and I have a strong feeling that it is going to be tough between Croatia and Canada. But I think Croatia should make it because of their experience in this tournament,
Experience,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Perisic, Kovacic,
Hmm.
Modric,
Modric, Luka Modric,
midfield में
yes,
और
yes.
कौन है? हाँ, yeah. Neeraj?
Yeah, same. Like I'll go with Belgium first, and yeah, Croatia second. I mean, they have that DNA. Like Modric, he can give a good ball from the Real Madrid DNA, and they can score. So they can change matches on their own. So yeah, even Kovacic is also there. So they have
Right.
good match winners. So yeah, I'll go with Belgium first and Croatia second.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, so from that we come to the next one of our favorites group, which is Group G. Brazil, Serbia, Swiss, and Cameroon. So yeah, if anyone wants to start, Deepesh.
I will start with this. साहिल ने कौन सा डार्क हॉर्स प्रेडिक्ट किया था?
Sorry,
Denmark.
guys, I had to. Yeah,
Denmark.
for me, dark horse.
my dark horse for this World Cup is Serbia, right? Mitrovic,
Always
Vlahovic
been.
from Juventus, yeah, Dusan Tadic, and the midfield they have Savage, they have Kostic. I think they are the dark horses of this World Cup. I'm not saying they will win, but yeah, I think they are pretty good. Like they will surprise quite a few. And obviously Brazil, I think they are topping the group easily. So I think Brazil and Serbia.
Yeah, Vaisakh.
I was just looking at some stats, but yeah, I think Group G is one of the most successful World Cup groups, right? I think there's some stats or something like that, which I think they were also rumoring. Like most World Cup winners have come from Group G or something. I was just trying to make. I
I
probably
think
read it
it's
somewhere,
because
but-
of Brazil alone. They have 5. So
No, in not that sense. But historically,
No, historically Group G में जो भी है वो World Cup जीता है.
okay, that way.
historically, most winners are from Group G. Something of that sort I've read. But yeah,
Ah.
I think Brazil definitely. Brazil won, and I would say Cameroon too. I want African nations.
I also don't know. I was also coming to
But
that only.
I mean,
guess Cameroon.
I feel apart from I don't see Serbia qualifying through. I feel it's going to be between Cameroon versus Switzerland. But Switzerland also in a decent run of form.
Yeah, I mean that's a good side, Switzerland.
So,
They've always made it to the knockouts in
exactly,
Euros, especially.
and they somehow do it. So I feel it's Brazil and then Cameroon, Switzerland instead of Serbia. I just have a gut feeling, and personally, I feel a lot more African nations. I mean, Senegal, I feel qualifies in Group A.
Yeah.
Cameroon qualifies this one, and I mean we are talking on the next group, which I feel
So that is because of the this weather factor and the climate.
It's a weather, and
factor.
also I just feel they are very
Hungry.
So
they're due.
African teams are
Not
always
that
good
way.
to-
Hungry for success is what I mean.
Yeah, they're
No,
due for
but-
a good World Cup, I feel.
African
They
teams
are
are also good to watch. Na? Their football, I don't know, somehow is very pacey. They play the
Yeah,
sprint
they
kind
just
of
they're
football.
they're on the
All-
break. They're always fast paced. They attack to defense.
they just run. They have this highest work
True.
rate. If you
Makes
just
sense,
मतलब
yeah.
भागते रहेंगे pitch पे, the
No
work
man,
rate is
Senegal
great.
is a very tactically good team. जितना AFCON में देखा.
हाँ.
But others I don't know.
But
Cameroon.
again, if you have seen that AFCON finals, the pitch was pathetic.
Yeah, still they were very calm about it.
So the boys, but you look at players running into it. So what a
He's
football
judging,
match that
man.
was. Of course, I'll judge. Why will I
Asia
not?
is very great, no? Japan and all.
Asia. See, Asia is not even there in comparison with all these footballing nations which you're talking about. Okay, then so you'll come down to India only. What can I say then? then there is no point arguing. But the point is कि these nations, since they तो बस मुझे एक ऐसा एक अफ्रीकन नेशन चाहिए जो 2000 कौन सा 10 में
Yeah,
घाना आया था.
Ghana
Ghana
नहीं.
was
हाँ, Ghana
Ghana ही था
Uruguay.
ना.
Quarter
Ghana
final.
Uruguay. And yesterday
Suarez.
FIFA हाँ yesterday वो FIFA ना live match दिखा रहा था Ghana versus Uruguay का. So FIFA does this live match का चल रहा है YouTube पे. And Ghana had taken the lead that day. So Ghana
Yeah,
was
and they
leading.
had the chance to win it last में Asamoah Gyan.
Yes. Yes.
Suarez वाला, but yeah.
हाँ. So that penalty with
उसने
Gyan missed.
सुआरेज़ ने वो दांत बीच में डाल के रुका दिया गोल.
हाथ से रुकाया था.
हाथ से
हाथ
रुकाया
नहीं
था,
भाई
पूरा
हाथ से ही
मस्त।
रुकाया था.
Suarez
हाथ से
shoot,
रुकाया था
Suarez
और वो लोग
shoot,
क्वालिफाई भी हो गया था. वो Gyan मिस किया था पेनल्टी.
Crazy. So Deepesh said Brazil, Serbia. Vaisakh is saying Brazil,
Cameroon. I feel Brazil,
Cameroon.
Cameroon.
and I think Kush also wants Brazil, Cameroon. Neeraj,
नहीं
Sahil.
नहीं नहीं. Actually, I don't want Brazil. I think Cameroon will, but I think Brazil and Serbia will go.
Huh.
Brazil, Serbia for
It
that.
is going to be
Neeraj?
Serbia.
Yeah, Brazil and Serbia. I mean, Serbia has a history like Vidic, Ivanovic, and all those defense. I mean, they have got a good history, but even Switzerland is close.
Yeah.
Actually, this is very tough, like as close as Group B for the three teams. But I'll go with Serbia,
Okay.
Brazil and Serbia.
Sahil?
So I think same. So we're talking about dark horse, right? Like
The winners
Or-
from that
sorry.
group. Brazil,
winners from-
Serbia,
Acha,
Switzerland,
yeah,
Cameroon.
sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So I think, yeah, obviously Brazil and Serbia. Because Brazil is Brazil. I think they'll win the World Cup. So that is my prediction. But Serbia, because I think the weather will be a factor for them because they play in very cold conditions and they have this altogether different condition that they're going to play in. But somehow with respect to the other two teams that are there, I think Serbia should go through it. So yeah, Brazil and Serbia from my side.
I would want Brazil and Switzerland just because of Xhaka. But yeah, let's see what happens there. And final group and the group that is nearest to the group of death, in my opinion.
It is the group of death, I feel. All four teams legitimately can.
This is
Portugal,
in reality the group of death.
Uruguay and Korea Republic. I mean, wow. Fun.
So
Definite.
I think definitely the group of death is
This is
the team with USA and Iran, in literal sense. I think that is the group of death.
Yeah, right. True. This group also almost close one country, but yeah, anyway. So your guesses: Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, Korea Republic. Let's start with Sahil. Portugal.
Disclaimer,
For sure.
Yeah. Disclaimer just before predicting this group winners. Disclaimer that this podcast has become quite geopolitical. We are passing all the different kinds of
YouTube allows it.
stereotypes. Yeah, I mean the stereotypes that we have, guys. Wow, amazing. So yeah, but for for this group, I feel we have obviously Portugal, right? Portugal should get through this. With respect to the other three teams, with respect to other three teams, I feel Korea has the chance. I don't know.
Man, please,
I think Korea. I'll give my reason. The reason is
come on, man.
the thing is with Korea, right? One thing is that I feel an Asian team should definitely go at least.
Correct.
I don't know why. Yeah, because I have this Asian blood.
Have we selected any Asian team among the top two? Saudi
So
Arabia
you
Yeah,
someone as.
think
Other than
You
that,
selected
what
Japan.
is it?
I have
Saudi is the
I
only
have
one we
selected
thought.
Japan. I have selected Japan because again that
No,
nation
but
is
this
from the
should be just because of Son. This is just because
Son,
of
he
Son
was
yeah,
that we'll
injured
be
Sonny
with
man.
also,
South
so
Korea.
not sure.
obviously.
Sonny.
Yeah,
It's
so
Sonny.
Sony,
It's
yeah,
Sonny. It's just Sonny because of and see here when we
Spurs.
are talking about the dream final of Argentina Portugal, we could not see Portugal out of this group also.
Yeah.
So looking at the
Because
controversies
of
surrounding both these
Cristiano
sides,
spoiling the mood
yeah.
in the
exactly,
camp.
exactly. The whole synergy has gone for a toss, and I don't
Correct,
know
correct,
whether
correct.
I
so we
saw a clip today, like Ronaldo went to
Cancelo,
Cancelo
No,
and
that's out of
Cancelo,
congratulated
context.
yeah,
him.
That's out of
Yeah,
context.
everything
yeah,
is
that's out
out
of
of
context.
context.
Yeah,
There
Even
was
the
the
Bruno
entire
one,
clip
yeah.
that came.
even
Yeah.
the Bruno handshake is out
Exactly,
of context.
see
Even the Bruno.
everything
exactly.
everything which we'll see now is going to be out of context. So
No,
I'm
these
not
are
judging by
proven to
the
be
video.
out of context because the
No,
entire
no,
video
but
came wherein it was a
Yeah,
sequence of play wherein Cancelo tackled someone, so he wasn't
yeah,
happy. So it was that. But yeah,
and
yeah.
also not judging by the video or something, but the
yeah.
interview which
Yeah,
came
yeah,
out
obviously.
leaves a lot of impact,
It'll
leaves
be
a lot
live
of
in 2 hours from now.
Live, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It is going to
Yeah,
be live now.
exactly.
Now, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll
I,
stick to this.
I want to. I think this is going to be a very controversial group because most people won't have the same. But I feel just in terms of points, because of I think every team is going to lose points somewhere, and I have a feeling Ghana might come as table toppers and Portugal as second in this group.
Thomas
I have
Patel.
very because Ghana again,
Strong
they
team.
do play pretty well. They do have a good footballing, mindset in them. That's how the team plays. And then Portugal, just because of my bias, personal bias, that I want Portugal in there.
Same.
I,
So
I, I think
I'll
I
just plug
think
in one.
Portugal. I think Portugal because they have superstars on every
Position, yeah.
spot, right? Yeah, every position. And my second is Uruguay. Has to be Uruguay.
Same.
Darwin, uh, Darwin
Valverde.
Nunes and Valverde. Yeah, and they have a good partnership. Always has a good partnership with Bentancur for the national team.
Yeah.
थोड़ा बहुत ऐसे Suarez को भी credit दे देते हैं. But yeah, I think काफी अच्छी team है. I think
Yeah.
I will root for them. For the
Same, I
second
think
spot.
for me as well, Portugal and Uruguay. World Cup is all about the team with more, who has the best ball strikers. So these people have a lot of good ball strikers. So yeah. Anyone who hasn't guessed for this group, predicted for this group?
Yeah.
Sahil.
So
Neeraj?
I'll go with I mean, I think this is the quite in the many years, Portugal is not a one-man team. Like in fact,
Yeah.
that person will make the team weak.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So it's the only time like we have too much of world-class players around, and yeah. So it'll be disappointing to not see Portugal go ahead, but I want South Korea to go. I mean, I just want to see. I see Son is injured, but I just want to see him go through and just show his talent. Like Asian players have world-class talent. I mean, most of the players, people watch this World Cup who do not watch football as regularly as us. But Son will be an example to many others. Like Asian players can play this way. So yeah, it'll be good to see South Korea go through. So Portugal and Korea for me.
Yeah. Perfect. We got to wrap up each group, got to predict 2 teams from each of them. Before we wrap up,
Did Sahil predict?
yeah, I
Sahil
think
and Kush
he
predict?
did, right? He started with it.
Yeah, he also said
Yeah.
predicted South Korea.
I said, and I was gonna high-five Neeraj for the same thing because we did
Yeah.
the same Portugal and South Korea. I don't know. I feel that Asian mentality just kicks in, and I want an Asian team to go through it. So yeah.
I feel Ghana will lose all their matches for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, for some reason, I also feel that.
Yeah.
It's just a feeling, gut feeling.
Vaisakh
Let's
has
see.
them as first. We have them as last. Let's see.
Wow.
I mean, it's also going to be very possible that Ghana lose all the games because anyone in this group can lose all their games.
Yeah.
To be very honest.
पता चला
So even
सबका
I want to
same.
surprise Portugal losing all the 3 games and not getting knocked out.
1-1
No
हुआ
surprise.
सबका.
No chance.
No, that is not
No
possible. I think
fucking
No.
they are quite.
That is not happening.
That is
they
not
have
happening.
too much quality. Like I
Too much
think
quality
they
for
are
that. Yeah.
as good as France and
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, the last time they were in the in the Euros, yeah, like Ronaldo had to just play out of the skin to get them back, like 3-3, the hat trick against Spain, or the free kicks, and then all that.
Even the World Cup.
he had to
World
do.
Cup.
World Cup. This time he's not in that form as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
let's see how the team is pretty good, but let's see.
Yeah.
This group is really a group.
It'll be underachievement if they don't make it out. Big underachievement. But yeah.
Correct.
So now, I mean, it'll be a very difficult thing to predict because it's a knockout tournament. But quickly, just who would be your golden boot and golden ball? Basically, highest scorer and best player. We'll just do these two, I guess, and yeah, we'll wrap up real quick. I'll just start. Maybe my golden boot would be Harry Kane. I'm hoping England to go far enough for him to claim the golden boot back to back. Last World Cup also, I think he was the golden boot. And golden ball, best, I think Neymar maybe. So yeah, Neymar, Messi. Let's go with Neymar, assuming that Brazil wins. So that these are the two for me. Deepesh.
So I think it's hard to predict who will score the most goals, man. Options do yaar.
Haaland होता तो easy हो जाता ना.
That's the
मैं
thing,
बस
no?
देख रहा
I
हूँ
mean,
कौन से players हैं.
meanwhile,
Okay,
I
Deepesh,
think-
you want to think? Sorry.
yeah,
How
Sahil,
is
go
it,
ahead.
Sahil?
No, I was like, if Deepesh, you want to think about it, I have my clear answer. So I can, give my answer because I've thought
Go ahead.
about this a lot. Yeah, so I genuinely think Golden Boot will be Messi. And that'll be because he'll not lift the World Cup and he'll get the Golden Boot as well.
Same as
well.
2014.
Yes, correct. So
No, but it was
he'll
golden ball, right? Not the golden
Yeah,
boot.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden Ball. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, correct. So I feel Brazil will lift the World Cup. Messi will get the Golden Boot, and Neymar will get the Golden Ball. I
Okay.
think these are my straight on predictions, which I think I've thought about it a lot, and maybe I may be wrong, but whatever. But yeah.
Vaisakh?
Okay. So
Oh, Deepesh
yes,
has his
go
answer.
ahead, go ahead.
No, if you have,
So
please go ahead.
I think it would be like most goals scored would be between Benzema or Mbappe. It
Okay.
could be Neymar also. I'm not
हाँ,
sure, but I
और
think
लेते नाम.
but I think Messi would be the best player in this World Cup, and
Okay.
I think Brazil should go on to win the World Cup.
Okay. Vaisakh?
I think golden ball for me this time will still be Argentina, Messi. I feel
Okay.
his last World Cup. I think he's going to play out of his skin this time. I mean, it's going to be Messi magic. I feel you'll see some of those sprint and dribble past goals. I feel, but golden ball for him. I still predict or I want and hope Portugal wins the World Cup. So I'll give them the World Cup, and I'm going to have Harry Kane and Mbappe as tied Golden Boot winners.
Okay. Mbappe doing well in his home nation. Neeraj?
Yeah, so I'll go with Golden Boot with Karim Benzema.
Oh,
Too good in form, and
shout out again.
yeah, decent group as well. So yeah, he should be scoring goals. And yeah, Golden Ball to Leo. No any other player.
अरे वाह. Kush?
Golden Ball, I think it could be Mbappe.
Okay.
And Golden Boot, in my opinion, could be Neymar,
Okay.
considering Brazil go all the way. So these are Golden Ball and Boot, yes.
I
So
think
highest scorer
Mbappe
would be
might have had
Neymar.
it in his contract that he will get the golden ball
Golden
in
Boot.
this World Cup.
So that is the exact reason. वो कतार का सेट सोच के बोल देता हूँ. Setting हो गया already वो लोग.
Okay, so I think we got to cover all that we could. Let's see if we get any interesting matchups during the knockouts or after the group series. If we have any surprise exits, we'll try to catch up again. And thank you everyone for your time. Great session. Hope you all enjoyed. Do like the video and bye-bye.